Yes! Oh, rock and roll! I am seriously transparent here. This is partly because I'm obviously from a different realm, and I've just kind of come in here through in my ethereal form to try and let me actually try and work on that. It looked. I think it was because I was checking it there, and it kind of looked okay. But now it's like, oh yeah, with that, it's actually looking a bit rubbish. Okay, let me just have a quick little play around. I think I when I say play around, I don't think it's actually that much effort. I think it's just something like that. And opacity. Yeah, let's stick with that. It slightly negates the point of having a green screen because you can still clearly see the green behind it. Yeah, you know what? It's a work in progress. What's the point of a green screen if you don't actually cover up the... Anyway, it doesn't matter. Right, wicked. Right, how is everyone rocking today? Yeah, I was just mentioning just in the chat that I'm having an early stream today because I've got a dentist appointment at strategically the worst possible time that you can actually arrange it. It's but you know it's quite hard to get hold of one, so I thought like let's just have a nice early stream and see what we can do. Right, so what we did last episode. I think it's this one here. Is I was like it's quite an early sort of thing, but we made a victory screen. So it's like the idea is you defeat the boss, and then this comes up where it's like victory, some gold that's been gained, and then yes, I mean to do that. I've actually got the picture for Dynamic Recruit, but you can have a little look at all of these and then select and be like, oh yeah, I want Armoured Enforcers. Obviously Glycerker every time, and then Sheep Conscript, and then that's all it does. Yeah, oddly enough, it's actually close to that time where it's like, did you want to do something at the beginning of the day or at the end of the day? Because we've got it, yeah. But yeah, it's 2:20. So, right. Anyway, so that's what we did last episode. But what I want to do today is I want to actually make the cards. I want to just change a couple of little tweaks to it. So what we're going to do, I'm going to have a look at card stuff. I think just the generic card go. Let's go into here. So one thing that I kind of want to do is change the card image so that it doesn't have this coin symbol, but then have the coin as a separate sprite. Just so I've got the ability to, if I want to animate the just to animate this coin on its own, I can do that. I also, now here's an interesting question, right? I want a way for the player to know whether what level the card is. Obviously, it's and I'm trying to work out if it should be something like 1 star, 2 stars, and 3 stars, or a bronze trophy, a silver trophy, and a gold trophy. I actually don't know, and that's I think what I might do for the beginning, for the start, is just have 1, 2, and 3 stars. But yeah, like I say, that's kind of like it's up in the air. I haven't really worked out yet. Because I want the person to know, to be very aware of how what level it is. So what we're going to do first off is we're going to find this particular sprite in Aseprite, and then get rid of the coin, and then have the coin as a separate thing. Right. Oh yeah, of course we've got that attached to it. Oh yeah. Right. Anyway. So, let's have a look. Card sprites. I think it's card front. Card front over here. God, no! You know what? If I'm up there, it kind of looks okay. Yeah. Let's just stick there, and then I'll forget to move it back down, and everything's fine. Okay, right. So we're just going to. So yeah, when I'm on Aseprite, I can just press Alt N and create another one. And now, yeah, if I just literally just get rid of that, and then we're going to save in card front, but we'll save it as in fact, hold on. First of all, I just want to just save this and then save in card front as a PNG. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, so we're going to have this bad boy, and I think I have got a separate one for the. Let's have a look. Right, where is it? So, card front over here. That's where we're going to put it. We're just going to put the another card front there. Okay, so this will be card front 2. Yeah, okay. I think we can get rid of that for the time being. We just need to get all the settings correct. So this is actually down to 64 pixels per unit. So I'll change that to 64. Point filter. And yeah, let me move myself back down. And none. And apply. And we're just going to change this one over to this one. Now, the reason that this is going to be slightly difficult is I will have to do the same. So as much as we've got this card go here, there's actually a separate like prefab for the card that I'm using in the library and the one on the victory screen. The reason being is because there's actually quite a lot going on. There's quite a lot of code attached to this. And so if ever you're looking to see your entire deck, I don't want to have this much code going into every single card. So we got that bit. This is the coin. So if I go create... so yeah, I'll probably find out that I'm editing different bits here. So this is going to be coin SR. Oh no, I shouldn't have done that. I need to actually get this in the correct place. So let's go change it to I think that's the right one. I just got to work out what this. Yeah, so I think. Yeah. So. Yeah, actually. So here's where it gets interesting. There's two different. There's kind of two different problems. There's both. The level of the card, so it'll be the same card but just like level 1, level 2, level 3 is just better. There's also a whole other concept which is rarity of cards. And I think you're kind of right. I think I do quite like that idea because I could just simply have a different background to indicate its rarity. So because I know that I want it to be something like basic starter cards that you can't get more of. They're just the ones that start in your deck. Then common, rare, and then champion. And like maybe so that would be essentially 4 different colours. So I could make 4 different versions of these. I quite like that actually, but like I say, I want the colours to be slightly more like what would make sense actually as far as colours, because that wouldn't be too hard. In fact, I'm kind of excited to do that. I kind of want to do that today. Sounds awesome. Yes, okay, brilliant. Yeah, because that's essentially what our plan is for today. Right, let me just have a quick look at this. The sorting layer is 0, but what's the sorting layer of, say, the card art? Oh, I think we just get it sorted later. But for the time being, I'm just going to have this as 1. Oh yeah. Right. And I've got it roughly where I want it. Oh, actually, yep. Let me just put this at the bottom, or put it about there. And let's have a look. Minus 0.7. And 1.3. Does that look good? What if that was minus 0.6? 5? No, maybe 7 was right. I think this could be a little bit higher. No. You know what, that's okay, isn't it? Right. So, no, forget that. Yeah, so we're going to get access to this, just purely so we can. Let's have a look. Grey, green, purple. Yeah, I like that. Yeah, you're right, actually. 1 pixel to the right. That's actually easier said than done, but that's 6.9. Actually, that might be alright. I think that looks okay, doesn't it? I just want to check that when the card costs. So if we just... no, I can't. You can't actually edit the... Okay, yeah, but I think that's good. So if I just kind of switch this off and on, that looks about right, yeah. Okay, so we actually... you know what? I'm sold on the idea. Now, one thing which I've done, which is going to be, it's not actually going to be quite as difficult as it sounds, but if you actually look at this particular, the colour of the actual card here, it's blue, but as you drag further down, it actually gets a very sort of slightly lighter tone of blue, which... And obviously I want to kind of keep that consistency for all the different colours, so for it to be grey and then lighter grey. But yeah, so I think we'll only need 4, so it'll just be starter, which I want grey, yeah, green, blue, and I think we skip purple because I'm colourblind, so blue and purple are pretty much the same colour to me, and then gold. I like that. Let's see how practical it is. Let's see how easy that is to do. Let's have a look. Right, I probably shouldn't have closed that thing. Yeah, so that's going to indicate the different rarity, but I think as far as actual what levels they are, I think we're going to use stars, and I think I can steal the stars from another game. So let's have a look. Right. Oh man, I am really, really bright today. Let's have a look. So card sprites. I'm going to have just a look at the practicality of changing the colours. It's not actually too difficult. I don't think. So yeah, we just need to change this. Now, I've got a bit of a cheating method to doing this. What is actually on that layer? Is there anything? Oh, it's just that, which is exactly what I wanted. That's absolutely fine. So let's have a look. What's the best way of doing this? We need to get rid of this altogether and then go onto here. And yeah, the beauty with all of this is I'll look like a genius at the end of this. So we're going to go for grey. So all we actually need to do is have how many actual blocks is it? Actually, you know what? Sorry. Changed my mind. Oh yeah. So I can switch this one off and go over here. Yeah, okay, actually no. Yeah, change my mind again. Everything's fine. Right. I know, it looks... Yeah, don't worry, it'll all make sense, and you'll be like, oh, that's what he was going for. Ah, I had no idea. because provided we have different colours that go throughout. Okay. And the beauty is we can actually change this for all of them. Obviously, to me, I like to come up with the laziest possible way of working these out. It's probably not the greatest work ethic. So now that we've got that, that's good enough. Oh, man. Yes, we definitely could do that. Is there a reason why not? Like, at the moment, I'm trying to work out. I don't think there is. I thought I was going to just draw all the different sprites, but I think you're right. If that is the case, we're actually going to, even though this is going to be a little bit difficult, I'm going to make all of this one tone lighter. But yes, yeah. I think we actually experiment with that. So I'm just going to press Alt-N. Yes, I like that. Yeah, okay. So now that we've got this, all we need to do now is just fade the colours. So if I press W just to get rid of this. In fact, let's just do that for the time being. Now there's blur, and now I've got a little bit of a trick where, like, essentially blurring sort of fades it like this. But obviously I want to cover the whole thing, and I worked out a little trick where you can get a really massive brush like this and just essentially just press X over and over again. Press the click, so it just fades and fades and fades until you get something like that. And I did actually have, hold on, what we actually need to do is have the original back, have this on top of that. So actually, Control X. So let me just unfade it. Okay, and now we just put that on top. And I think that looks okay. And now I'm just going to so now all we need to do is just get rid of the little grey bits in the corner. And in fact, I can make life a little bit easier on myself and just so I've got the symmetry. So whatever we get rid of in the top left, it applies to all the other corners. But yeah, I actually really like that as a strategy. I think that's a really good idea. Because it means we don't have to do a bunch of different colours as well. We just have to do one. So, yeah. And so there's another little thing that I want to do. So we've got that. That's good. Does that line look too defiant? Nah, no. So it'll be fine. Right, so we can close that now. I think that's, yeah, that looks okay, doesn't it? Right. Oh, I forgot to put all the other stuff on. Ah! One sec. Don't worry, very easily fixed. Yeah, that's much better. Yeah, that looks pretty good, doesn't it? Right, so Control Shift S, so it's PNG. Right, so that should be good. Right, now we can close that. Yeah. Okay. Let's go drag this bad boy in. Oh yeah, I've got to change the numbers. No, did I? Sorry, let me just have a look. Sorry, my thing's in the way. I just want to check that I have. Yeah, that's fine. I thought I'd left the coin on in that one, but I hadn't. That's fine. So we're changing to that, but obviously we're going to change all the stuff. So 64, point filter, and none, and apply. Yeah. So, okay, I like this. So, yeah, so like, I think I do want that kind of excitement when you see like a gold card that you're just like, oh, that's good. So, right, programming that in shouldn't be too difficult. One thing that I do want to do, so at the moment I've got essentially 3 separate scripts that take hold of whatever information we've got as far as the card is and convert it. I kind of want to shrink that down so that it's one script that does it all. So let's go edit this script. So, what's happening during the awake? Oh, okay. This might actually be, surprisingly enough, even though this is going to look incredibly complicated, let me close all but this. I think this is going to be slightly simpler than I imagined. Yeah, so if you look, we've got the card library go, and oh no, hold on, individual, that's what I wanted. So we can just change a few things about, but what I'm looking at is here. So I kind of want to just compare these two scripts together and see, because almost everything that's happening on here is the same thing that's happening here. Let's have a look. Because yeah, basically my main plan is by the end of this I want to just go like this, coin individual library cards script. That's going to be a bit complicated though. Yeah, but basically do that, which means it's going to get all of the oh yeah, that's fine. But yeah, like essentially so it gets all the stuff from there. You know what, for the time being I think that's going to be like that's quite a complex thing that I'm looking to do. I'm not in a super rush to do that. Right, so awake. Set up card according to class. This is the important stuff. Okay, so first of all, we have a whole new sprite renderer, which is public sprite renderer mana coin SR. And here we can just have mana coin SR equals get components in children. So I mean, at the moment we're not actually doing anything to it. I just want to know that I've got hold of it. And I think now when we're actually setting it up, we're giving it the card SO. Right, so set up according to class. Over here is where we can actually change the colour of our card. So I'm going to have switch our card. No, not that one. Card SO dot card rarity, and I've got to remember what I actually called them all. So if we go... so we've got starter, common, uncommon, rare and champion. Now I want to kind of avoid using uncommon altogether. Because I think that's too many. I think 4 different rarities should be enough. I don't want to add too many layers. So case master script dot card rarity dot starter break, and we're going to have our main, what did we actually call it? So it's just the card SR. So card SR dot color. Oh yes, of course. The slight problem is when it fades into when it fades from clear, I normally by default make it fade to white, but that's not too difficult to overcome. Equals color dot white. Okay, so we've got all that in one. We just need to do so starter, common, rare and champion. Is there a dark green? Because I can do green. The only problem is I think the green comes across as a like the green and yellow look quite similar. So I think if I have new color, and it's say let's go 0.25 F. The green will be 1.0 F, and the blue will be 0.25 F, and we'll see what that looks like. I can obviously play around with that quite easily. Yeah, I agree that the rare always, I feel it might just be I've played too much World of Warcraft, but blue does feel like a good colour for a rare. And then, is there actually a gold colour? Now we have yellow. Okay, now I want to just see if that does work. Have we actually put this all in the right place? I think I can have this a little bit lower down. Now, it'll be quicker to see if this works. Right, because I have a feeling it won't change the colour because I've got another separate overwriting thing. But I'd rather kind of see it and then find out. So let's go onto scenes, just our main game for the time being. So let's have a look. Okay. Oh, you know what? That looks okay, doesn't it? I am intrigued. It feels like, unless I'm mistaken, the actual colour of... Yep, I know exactly what the problem is. Everything's fine, everything's good, everything's alright. So the reason that the colour of the Z coin is a different colour is because... I know why. Because it's because of here. Right, where we're actually physically getting hold of the card front. So we just got to find the right reference. Because this bit of code here is basically saying, by the way, the front sprite is going to be the original one that you said before. So we just need to get hold of that. Let's have a look. Right. And we decided card front 4. So I literally just need to put this number 4 here. And then that will fix that. This actually worked a lot better than I thought. This is brilliant. Okay. So let's just do that and save it. Oh yeah, sorry, there's another big thing that we need. We also need to go at this point here. We need to have mana coin SR dot sorting order equals 5. That's just to make sure that mana coin is in front of everything else. And the text is in front again, so I think that works out. The mana coin's gone altogether. But I do quite like that different variety of colours, though. Let's see what's going down with this. Let's try and work out why the mana coin isn't doing what it should do. Oh. Yes, I know exactly why. I know why, I think. Because when we're sorting it here, we're not actually... Let's just go find all the references. When we were setting it at this point, it wasn't actually doing anything because there were other places where we're trying to sort it out. So... So I think it's just all the times that we're using this. So yeah, because we've got this function that's sorting all the cards in layer. The only slight problem I'm looking at is I want the coin to be in front of the card and behind the text, but I think it feels like a really cheap way of doing this, but if we just make all the text one further forward and then we just have mana coin SR dot sorting order equal to order int layer plus 1, that will mean that the card art and the mana coin no, okay, make that 3 because I actually want the mana coin to slightly overlap the picture in the card art. I think that's all right. Okay. Will that fix everything without me having to delve into too much code? Right. Let's hope so. Ah, Code Rad. Awesome name. That is a really awesome name. Yeah, how's it going? Yeah, not bad actually. I'm starting an early stream today. I've spent the last up until now working on the actual gameplay, but today I'm doing a few little things around the side. Let's have a look. That looks a little bit better. Oh, I see. The slight problem is, I think if I do say select this one, oh no, I suppose that looks okay. So now we can tell the rarity of the card. The only slight problem is, yeah, let me just experiment. So I'm going to play a Keen Archer. Oh, when you select it, the colour... That's okay, that's not too difficult. Oh yeah, but then it goes back, so... Oh right, yeah, I do need to fix that. Okay. Yeah. So I need to make sure that when you select it, the colour change, but that shouldn't be too difficult. So we're going to have a... Oh yeah, oh thanks man. Oh cool, so what about yourself? Are you a game developer? What sort of... Yeah. What sort of games are you making? Oh, right. Let's have a look. So I think over here we're going to have... Yeah, exactly. Same with me. It's like I kind of want to be doing game development like all the time. But I've actually still got to do work. I've still got to do boring real work. Oh, nice. Oh, quality. All right, fair enough, Gliss. I'll see you in a bit. Oh, cool. Oh, nice. Yeah, I think like roguelikes have sort of. Oh yeah, is it going to be a card-based roguelike, or is it going to be a bit more like, say, Gungeon? Because I was a massive fan of Gungeon back when it came out. Right. So I'm going to get a. Okay. Okay, I mean, you've picked two incredible good games and tried to mix them into one. I don't blame you for that at all. That's awesome. Yeah, because I was a big Dark Souls. I think, like, I still am a big Dark Souls. I'm excited for Elden Ring and stuff. And the fact that you can combine those two, that's absolutely awesome. And what are you making it in? Is it Unity? Or, like, yeah, what sort of... Yeah, what's the game engine? That's the word I was looking for. Oh, Unity as well, yeah. Yeah, fair play actually, because I think when I was doing when I first started doing game development, I actually used Game Maker Studio, which is pretty good actually. But like, even though they've made Game Maker Studio 2 now, the original one did feel a little bit like, this is what life was like when we had Windows 95, where like all the boxes look really properly old school and everything. But then when you actually, I think it was a good step to sort of up. I did, yeah, definitely it was a good transition to go to Unity. And I'm guessing, just with your name being Code Rad, are you someone who prefers the actual coding side than the art side? Because I'm definitely a proper coder. I love the actual coding part. And when it comes to drawing stuff, I still enjoy it, but I way prefer the actual code part. Right. Let's have a look. Okay. So now... Oh yeah. Yeah. I think like there's just something so satisfying, like, because one thing that I do quite often in this is sometimes I'll be working on some code almost for like without checking anything for like an hour and a half and being like, okay, what's all this? And then like I'll be like, I'll after having done this big chunk of code, be like, right, does it work? Does it work? Does it work? So at the moment, I just want to check, make sure that the colours kind of change. Okay, so I'm basically making sure that when you drag, yeah, that's a good point actually. I probably should at some point. I did make an itch. no, that's actually a lie though. I made an itch.io for my other game. I think like when this game is becoming a bit more presentable, because I think I've got the main sort of components of the actual gameplay sorted, but there's a lot of stuff that I need to do aside from it. When it becomes a vaguely playable game, I'll probably actually make a Steam page. I'm like, because yeah, one thing, one of my equals temp color, that should be okay actually. Why is that giving me an error message? Oh, I see. Yeah. Oh yeah. Right, I'll have a little play around with that. Yeah, yeah. Well, like, I think putting a game on. One thing that I can tell you is, because essentially, like what I've been doing before, I've been making mobile games and trying to navigate, and I almost use the word negotiate with Apple and Google Play Store to try and get your game on the App Store. Oh my word, that is a really, really difficult thing to do. That took me like that. It's like imagine multiple days of stress. Trying to work out all the things. So it's like I'm hoping that, like, you know, it's like I think I've got the endurance for it. It's just I have this feeling it'll just ask such a bunch of questions, be like, yeah, that I'm gonna, yeah, it's. So I think that'll be a project. That'll be something which I'm not going to do on stream because you'll just see me going, what is all this? What does all this mean? Okay. What I'm actually doing at this point here is it looks like I'm actually changing the colour. So where we've got this alpha, so we actually want I think we can actually have this all the way out here. Yeah, yeah. Oh, fair enough. So, have you actually? Is it? Have you actually made the game already, or is it still in the development process? Call it white colour. All this. Scrolling a bit too far down, that's what I wanted. Yeah, no, that's fair enough. Oh, that's interesting. That I suppose that never really occurred to me. So I take it, even though you're 30% done, have you actually started making a Steam page already? That looks good. So all we actually need to do. Yeah. Oh yeah. You basic the pub. Yeah, the basic info. That's fair enough. The trailer itself. That's the way which I normally do that is if I can record the gameplay on foot on get like I normally get whatever soundtrack is the best soundtrack that I've made. I'll just record say half an hour of me playing and then just try and kind of then just edit it and cut and get all the best bits of it. Right, so we've got temp colour there. Oh yeah. Like I think. Oh yeah, I'm intrigued. So is it actually going to be? Is it still going to be turn-based? It being a card game? Because I think the whole. I'm guessing when you say it's Dark Souls-esque, that means that if you die, you kind of lose everything. Like I like that. I like that sort of that idea. Right, that should be good. Right. Have we fixed this? So what we need to do, we need to just work out, this will be a little bit of a mission, but we need to work out all the times, find all references here. We just need to go through here and work out the times that we've changed the order in layer. Yeah, oh yeah. Yeah, okay, oh nice, yeah. Yeah, that's fair enough. I think the, like, yeah, the hard part, I think with, yeah, a lot of things like the the issue I'm looking forward to, which is kind of the hard part as well, but it's the best bit, is trying to, like, once you've actually got the basic mechanics, trying to balance things out, because I know that at the moment I've got ideas for cards, but some of them are so brokenly too good. But I'd rather play around with it and think, is this way too good, or is this just a good card? Okay. That's okay. Right. So let's have a little play around with this. Oh yeah, let's go for it. Yeah. I'll see if I can get it on stream. Yeah. I'm still pretty terrible when it comes to technology. Like, if you've noticed, this is still like Windows 7, I think. Right. So the colour's looking okay. Yeah, I think that's actually looks okay. Okay, for some reason when we let it go, the coin doesn't... Yeah, that's fine, we can fix that. And have you been streaming as well? So at the moment, I'm just trying to work out getting the cards back and forth in the right place. Oh, of course, I came up with a really, really complicated system for getting the cards to sort of move up and down in the correct way. Man. Oh, that's harsh. Are you from the UK or like US? I'm guessing. I'm guessing it from one of those places. um, but yeah, like you can get like I suppose I've been pretty lucky. I haven't got the best internet, but I've been pretty lucky with getting a pretty. Oh, nice. Oh, fair play. Oh, awesome. Yeah, I was going to say I watched a film called Yesterday, which is about the Beatles and stuff. I know you're thinking, well, Liverpool, therefore you must mention the Beatles. And yeah, it's pretty good. Right, New Jack. Because I think generally, almost anywhere in the UK, when you've got a bad internet connection, if the general area is sort of annoyed about how terrible it is, whatever the internet provider, they will normally eventually like get a like actually upgrade the whole broadband system. But luckily, yeah, I haven't actually ever had that problem myself. But I know that my mate moved somewhere where we had terrible internet connection, and like sort of was able to do a sort of petition. I don't know, actually, a way of like getting them to actually make a better broadband line. Sorry, I'm staring. I can't remember what I was doing. So I'm trying to work out at the moment, and I can actually have a little play around as well. I want to make sure that the mana coin. Yeah. To be fair, and you're kind of okay to make that assumption because I would have thought, well, Liverpool, like, yeah. Oh. Now that's odd. Now that is very weird. Oh, the coin just isn't changing. Yeah, everything's fine. I think everything's fine. I think we're all good. Yeah, everything's fine. I know what the problem is. Alright, I'm trying to... where was I? I need to do the... I think it's the drag. Yeah, so all I actually needed to do here was just get this colour. Mana coin SR dot colour equals white colour. I know it doesn't make... I think that should be okay. Let's just have a little play around. I know that's going to fix a certain chunk of it. Oh yeah, actually that's a good point actually. I'm looking for a good new game to play. I recently completed Death's Door, which was, I think it was one of the highest rated games in the of the year, and I thought let's give it a shot, and it's like, oh, it was really, really good. yeah. So there was a good reason why it got rated so highly. Right. So it's as if, as soon as I highlight it here, the whatever's altering this, yeah, okay. Let's just actually follow the line of code, because I want to make sure the mana coin still stays in front. Oh, actually, no, I've got a much easier way of checking that. So if I actually, I tell you, if you use Unity, I noticed something I mean, you probably knew this ages ago, but it's a good little thing which I found out. When you're hovering, when you want to pause the game, because at the moment I want to see what the order in layer is of the Z coin and everything else. But as soon as I move off, I won't be able to press pause. So if you do Control Shift P now, I can now actually now it's paused at this particular state. I can have a look. So we got this card here, right? So this is 25, and the coin is only 15, and the art sprite is 26. So there's a certain point that we're altering the order in layer, and the coin is not being kept up to speed. So let's try and work out where that is. I think I know. I think now that I've actually played around with it, I think I know where we're coming from. So, let's see. Oh, it is just here. That's fine. For whatever reason, I thought I had actually already put this in, but that's okay. I can do it again. Mana coin SR sorting order. Okay. Right. Okay. Hopefully we got this working now. So now we've got that over there. The card art is actually going ahead of that, which I do understand why, but that's okay. Yeah, but that's okay. That's pretty much what we're after. So, oh yeah. Do Ultimate Greed. So there is a card in Slay the Spire that is called something like Feast, where if you kill an enemy with this attack, then you get some max hit points. And I kind of wanted a card a bit like that, but not exactly the same. So I've got a card called Ultimate Greed, where it's like if you have played 3 cards and then you play that, you get some maximum life and get some coins. Right, so I've got next up, I've got to sort out why this text, and I think I know why, but I've got to sort out why this text is overlapping over there. So I think I can do that. I just got to work out the easiest method to doing that. And we also want to make sure this mana coin. Oh yeah, right. Cool. Yeah, listen. Rock and roll. Right. Oh yeah. Oh, sorry. Hold on. I'm just viewing the page source. Let's have a look. Right. Oh my word. Okay. Right. Oh my god. This looks awesome. Sorry. This is my internet. Whoa. Okay. Right. I'm actually excited. This is looking awesome. Hold on. I want to quickly. So, out of interest, are these because these looking? Are these like? Did you buy these assets, or is any of it hand drawn? Because this is insane. Yeah, it looks incredible. Yeah. Oh my word. Yeah. Okay. This looks awesome. Yeah, because I think that's fair play. And out of interest, did you use? Is it the animator part? Yeah. Oh, nice. Yeah. Oh, quality. Yep, I am properly impressed. Yep, nice. I want to play that game. So, okay, you might have heard my stance when it comes to UI, but I like the actual concept of using UI in Unity. I try to avoid like the bubonic plague. I am so terrible when it comes to using it that I'm just like I just create my own version of a UI. I just find it so difficult getting everything to line up on different size screens that I'm just like, you know what, let's just not bother. Right. What was I going to do? Oh yeah. So what we need to do left now is we need to fix a problem that we have created where like it's quite hard to actually show without dragging over, but the text is kind of going over the next card, and I know why that is the case. I just got to work out the best way of solving that problem. So I think where we've got it's when we're sorting this, when we're basically when we're dealing with the sorting order. Yeah, I know what I mean. Like, I think when I realised how difficult, I think if you are good at web development, I think you would be good at using the UI system, because you're having to deal with proportions and things taking up a certain amount of screen size. But like, if you're actually a coder, I just found it just impossible. Right, so if we go find all these references, we're working out all the times that we've changed the sorting order. So that's it. Let's go find all these references. So all of these times here, we actually want to change. We want to change the order in layer. Right, I just need to work out. So all of these are within the hand script. That's fine. So at what point are we using this? Yeah. So what I'm looking at here, when we're sorting the order in layer, at the moment I've had to kind of like, I think there's just a key number here that I need to change, and I've just got to work out exactly which one it is. It might simply be something like that. I think that'll fix everything. Let's give that a shot. Okay, we know where we are, so I'm just going to change all of these. We can change them back afterwards. I'm going to do a quick save and see if that fixes everything. Oh yeah. Oh, the whole concept of scrolling. I just created my like, when it comes to any kind of scrolling, I've just created my own version of it. It's so much easier than trying to use some sort of UI stuff. Okay, right, we still got the text going over. Damn, wouldn't that have been so good had I just changed those numbers and it suddenly worked. But yeah, the reason being is we're just looking at the order in layer. Okay, let me actually change that back before I forget. Control Z. Z. Yeah, okay. Right. So it's all to do with this bit here. Yeah, this is going to be a little tricky. I just thought it's... Yeah. For the time being, all I actually need to do is... essentially put that down to 2. And put that over to 1. The only problem is I want to have the mana coin in front of it, of the... in front of the card art. But that's something which I'm going to work on another time. Right. Okay, rarity. So we sorted the rarity. It looks like the card colours now look relatively decent. Oddly enough, they didn't have UI at all. That hasn't sorted the problem. They didn't actually have UI. They had GUI, which was like... I can't even remember what it stands for. Something user interface, which was a completely different setting, an almost archaic setting, but at least it worked. It was, yeah. It felt like 1995 again, where you're sort of creating where you have like a separate mono behavior bit of code, where it's like, yeah, I think it was. Where you just have a function which would be called something like private void on GUI or something, and then instead of of course, it was literally like that, and then you put a bunch of text in there or something. I kind of preferred that system, to be honest, but it wasn't. It was still quite rubbish. Okay, so you know what? For the time being, let's have a look. Where are we up to now? For the time being, I'm not going to lose too much. Yeah. Oh yeah. I've been doing coding for a little while. Like I remember using it, and kind of like, and again, it's one of those things where you have to have a slightly different mindset to use it properly. Right, so where are we going next? Right, okay, so I'm going to deal with the text overlapping, but that's not going to be like particularly fun to deal with. So what we're going to work on next is how we're going to have different levels. Yes, okay. So at the moment, I am planning on having a relic system. I don't know what I should use yet. I was thinking different shrines, and I don't know where to put them on. At the moment, the answer to that question is no, I don't have it, but I am planning on putting that. Right, so where are we up to? I think actually Boxotair, it might not even be Boxotair. I could just create one from scratch. Let's have a look. Because I kind of want to just create a new, like a star or something. So, let's have a look. I'll boot this one up just while it's loading. That's probably not the size that we want it. Let's have 64 by 64. And there is no easy way of creating a star. You know what? For the time being, let's go just make it a circle. So circle, because I think I can draw circles. Let's go get Google Colors. Okay, yeah. Sorry, I really need to deal with the contrast at some point. But I want to code. Right, let's go make this a little bit bigger. Yeah, okay. So this is going to be, as I say, I don't really know the best way to do this. I think I kind of want to just have a little as you can see, obviously I've learnt the keen art of like getting everything getting all the right dithering and shading. I was going to have stars, but stars are too hard to draw. And so we're going to have 1 blue blob for level 1, 2 blue blobs for level 2, and 3 for 3. And I'm actually going to, instead of having 3 separate sprites, I'm going to come up with a method that's even lazier. Right. I sometimes get worried when I'm hearing music. I'm thinking, oh, I don't recognise this music. Has it suddenly swapped to some DMCA music? And I'm just going to double check. No, we're fine. We're fine. Everything's all good. He's a madman. Why is he just drawing a random circle with some shading? Don't worry, I got a plan. Yeah. Kind of lost track of where I am on this. Yeah, that do. Okay, so what we're going to do now is have sprite canvas size. This is actually probably a good little song, but for some reason, whenever I've got words singing, it kind of puts me off slightly. Oh yeah, so I can't go like super long. Okay. Ideally, I just have It's not that the track was bad. It's just for some reason when I have talking, I just find it a bit difficult. Right. But yeah, I'm hoping to go till maybe sort of probably till maybe 12, half 12-ish. I didn't realise today's just gone way faster than I realised. Okay, so okay, this is quite a basic, quite a basic system. And in fact, actually, I've changed my mind. I'm going to have it. Yeah, so level 1, 2, and 3. I could actually make. Oh no, what have I done? Okay. I could make it so that level 3 is actually like 3 circles. What looks better? Yeah, the more I think about it, I actually kind of want level 3 to have 3 circles. So, like, as in a circle there, 1, 2, and 3. I think that'll look a little bit better. And it will probably fit, everything will fit in slightly better as well. So if we have the height times by 2, didn't need to do that. That times by 2 still didn't. I meant to. I'm going crazy here. Times by 2 and then have that at the bottom. That's good. Right. Okay. Okay. Right. Maybe I could just have it a little bit like that. So, yeah. And if you just trim, it gets rid of all the extra bits, and I just want to just check that the canvas size is quite a nice. In fact, we can keep that in the centre and just have that. Just for simplicity, it makes a lot more sense to have everything 128 by 128. So. Yeah, I think that's okay. Right, so we'll save that. We'll have a new folder that's going to be called something like card rank. I feel like I'm a little bit of an old man now. Is this music a little bit loud, or is it just me? Yesterday I spent hours on Git because I ran out of the space limit. Turns out removing folder from history. Oh yeah. Oh okay, yeah. Like I've kind of like been, I suppose, lucky in a way that whenever I'm working with anyone, like I don't ever need to use Git. I'm just like, you like I can work with someone who's like an artist where it's like yes, you can draw all the stuff for me. But like I haven't really ever worked with any other coders, so I've never really needed to use like GitHub or anything. Card rank blobs. And then we'll save it as PNG. These probably might be really big, but we can shrink them down. Okay, so we've got them. They're there. That's fine. Okay, so we've got these ones. We're just going to put them in our... oh yeah, we're still mid-game. Yeah. I was actually using iCloud until it stopped letting me use it anymore. I think it might just be because I've got Windows 7 and it's a bit obsolete. Yeah, it is always. I mean, I suppose that's properly harsh. Did you have anything salvageable? It's unfortunate that you learnt that the hard way. I think. Yeah, that sucks. Card rank. Okay. Right, so I'm just selecting it from off screen. Okay. So we've got to work out what the correct size for this is. So, card SO. It's not there. So if we just look at the card going. Yeah. Oh, that really sucks. Yeah, absolutely sucks. I think like the biggest mistake I ever made, it was we were with a mate who knew art. Basically, my mate knew art, I knew coding, and we were working together to make a game. And it was, I think, we're probably at about hour 22. It was a proper sort of drink as much coffee and Red Bull and see if we can get this game done. And there was just this certain moment where, like, in my earlier sort of version, where how I used to make everything, I kept almost every single bit of code on one game object, right? So it was, and it had so many various different things that were set. It's like kind of imagine selecting something, and when all of these are sort of down here, there was literally like 4 or 5 pages of scripts and stuff, and I accidentally deleted it and couldn't undo it, and I was like, now I've got to remember every single script that I did put on it. Like, so I technically hadn't lost any code, but I had, it took me absolutely hours to work out everything. I mean, it's a terrible way, but I suppose it's like, unfortunately, that is, sometimes we've got to learn the hard way. And like, that was my sort of calling to be like, I need to back up all the time. Right, so we're on the card sprites square. Let's see how big. I think I just called them rank blocks 1. That can be 1 there. That's obviously way too big. So what if we made this as low as, say, 32? Point filter, none, and apply. Oh, that's bigger. Why did I think that was going to be smaller? Okay, 128. Let's try 256. I'm going in the wrong direction. Apply. Right, now is that going to be 2? So let's just say hypothetically we have 3, and we just have it like there or something. Is that going to get in the way too much? Is that going to get in the way of the text? Let me just try and get all the numbers slightly rounded up. Yeah. Oh no. Oh man. Oh. And how long had you worked on that game? Maybe we can make it smaller still. Yeah, I think I kind of prefer the look of that. Minus 0.5. I think that looks alright, doesn't it? So we actually need to change this in code as well. Oh man. Yeah, sorry to hear that, man. Did you actually try and create the same game again? Or, like, because sometimes some of the tough bits of coding is just trying to work out how to do something. So, like, you know, I think if you were to try and make it again, it would probably take you less than 6 months to, to get back up to. Yeah, yeah. And I don't blame you at all. Yeah, I've got another separate. I think I use BT Cloud or something, where I just make sure that I've got at least a copy of something. I don't necessarily do it every day, but I do it every few days. Right. So what we need now, we've got the card script. I suppose if we just did that, this isn't going to look ideal. What if we did? I think that would still just run into the same problem, wouldn't it? Yeah, it would. Okay. So yeah, we need. That's something which I'll need to deal with. But for the time being, right? What are we up to? So where we've got the mana coin, we also want a public sprite renderer, card level SR. And at the point where we're setting the card art is where we can set that as well. So oh yeah, that is like I actually like that concept. Is that because you actually have your game in different states that you can actually load back to? Yeah, that's really useful. desktop sorting order. So, so this, yeah, like actually getting it so the text isn't in front. I don't think it's anything too difficult to fix, but it's something that I'm probably going to do off stream, because it will just, you know, it's going to be like there's just a key number that I need to change. Yeah, yeah. Actually, that's pretty cool. Actually, you can have a because one thing that I did actually want to do at some point is have a sort of YouTube video that's got. Let's just quickly find all the references there. I've got it there. Find is make a YouTube video of like my progress so far, like sped up over sort of say 10 minutes. But I realised that's actually surprisingly difficult. Whereas if I just had all the old iterations, I could pretend that I was like, oh yeah, what am I going to do here? And then I'll look like a genius as I sort of make everything really quickly. But yeah, I think at some point I'll just have to get all the videos and just try and make a sort of nice clip of everything. When you can copy and paste, always copy and paste. Okay. So I'm just going to work my way. All the times that I've done something to the Manacoin SR, I'm going to do something to this as well. That's the easiest method that I find when I'm looking to add something. So just for continuity's sake, I'll put this here as well, even though card level SR. Oh wow, yeah, let's go for it. Nice. I tell you what, let me just quickly, while I'm right here, I'm just going to quickly fix this, or otherwise I'll lose my thing. But yeah, I'm going to get to that one sec. Card level SR. So. Oh yeah, this is where it gets a bit ugly. Okay, right, sorted. All right, yeah. Right, okay, now let me just get that. Oh, quality. Oh, nice. Oh, so you actually just have little GIFs to show it. That's really cool, actually. So did you say... did you say it involves cards as well, or is it more just because like is it like a two? Yeah, because like I haven't actually seen any cards yet, but like yeah. Oh, it looks awesome though. Yeah, that's probably a good idea actually. Yeah. Oh, but it's just, it definitely does have, I know what you mean when you say it has a Slay the Spire-like feel. So you have got sort of progression as you go through. But yeah, I'm loving the look of that game. Yeah, can't wait to actually give that a shot. Right. So. Yeah. I know, when I was looking at that map over there, I was thinking, oh yes, this has the proper Slay the Spire feel. And I like the fact that it does have I like the sort of 2D kind of like element. And I'm guessing it's not actually a platformer, it is more like a sort of progression, like, yeah, I like it. Right, where are we up to? What we're doing? We were going to make all of this. That's all good. Oh yeah, so I need to So when we're actually setting it up, set up according to card class, we just need to have, this one should be pretty easy, switch underscore card so dot card level. Why has that got an underscore? I need to go into here a sec. I need to let me just quickly, this will only take me a sec. Case 1 break. I don't know. I mean, I put an underscore there and it worked. Carl D. Card model SR. Actually, that's code rad. Now, this is a bit of an interesting question, right? And I'm guessing the answer is going to be yes, of course, or but I don't know. Like, I'm using resources.load. I think it's load all sprite. Do you use that as well to actually get hold of? Oh yeah. Oh, actually, this should be a lot easier. In fact, we don't need a switch statement at all. Because to me, it's been absolutely so crucial and critical. That'll be... Oh, that's interesting. Because I actually always thought it was going to be like more efficient. Right, we just need to get hold of the root. Yeah, that's true actually. Because as it is, I've got quite a lot of heavy stuff within this resource folder. But one thing that took me a very long time to work out is the fact that the folder, you have to create your own folder and call it resources with a capital R for any of it to work. That took me so long to get my head around. Right. So we're just getting hold of these, card rank here. So copy path. Yeah, that probably makes a lot more sense. So when you're actually, if you need access to a bunch of sprites, do you normally just drag it on? Yeah. That's oh yeah, of course. I haven't even dealt with saving and loading yet in this game. That's going to be, again, that'll be one of those things which I'll get done eventually, but yeah. I'm not super excited. I think that should work. So what we're doing, we're going into sprites card rank, in which we get 3 arrays, which are going to be 0, 1 and 2, and then the card level is going to be 1, 2 or 3. So we just get the card level -1 and it should just hopefully get the correct card. Yeah, I mean, it's a little bit. I created a save and load concept. I think about 5 games ago, and I just essentially look at that, and I don't want to say I copy and paste it, but I essentially look at all the actual key bits of code, and just kind of go back from there. I think that should work. I think we've dealt with the whole card rank system. hopefully in one foul swoop with that bit of code there. So let's see if it's working. Okay. Yes, you have gear that has random stats. Okay, sorry, this is actually quite exciting. So, like, I have got, so over here, I've got card SOs. These are all my different cards, right? But I've got a particular card that is, I think, is it Keen Archers? Right? That what it does is, you recruit one ranger, but then the card gets destroyed, and then it upgrades, right? The reason that's relevant is I was struggling desperately because whenever you upgraded it, it meant every version of Keen Archer 1 that you have is going to be permanently upgraded forever. There is an ability, and I've got to remember the code exactly, of essentially creating a clone of something, creating a clone of a scriptable object. So anything that has random variables, you just create an empty one and put numbers into it. Yeah, because that got me. I was stuck on that for ages. I was like, no, I don't want to make it so that whenever anyone upgrades, whenever anyone plays a Keen Archer, it means every single version, every single iteration of Keen Archer 0 is permanently upgraded forever. That's not how the card's supposed to work. Right. Anyway, sorry, I was leaving it on a cliffhanger. We were seeing if the card ranking system works. Right. Let's have a look. Oh, yes. So the only actual issue that we've got, right? So somehow I've still got the text over. But so the only issue that we've got is dealing with the order in layer. And that's not particularly difficult to do. That's just something. So in fact, we can have a little look. So 17, 15. Oh, yeah. So yeah, so it's going up by 2 each time. Yeah, so I'm just looking at this order in layer number here. Yeah, it does, because I think that I still do want to make things like as simple as I can for myself. But yeah, you're right, like kind of, because so this is actually the card here. This is the Keen Archer. So it upgrades. So this is actually a level 2 one, so it upgrades by 2 every time. But I have intentionally created a clone. I've made a particular variable. Where is it? In Keen Archer, that's called should be cloned. And if it's something that can actively change. Oh, fair enough, Bliss. Oh yeah, it's in a bit. But yeah, if it's something that should be cloned, then I will create it, and then I give it the is a clone. I don't know, when it comes to saving and loading, I don't know if that's going to make anything easier or easier or harder, but that's kind of a way around it. And yeah, right. Anyway, okay. So got the card level. You know, while we're here, let's see if I can fix this issue once and for all. So hand script. So card and count math. So I wonder why timesing that by 3 doesn't work. Did I save it? Yeah. So in fact, what I will have about here is... right, just talking out loud, go to definition. Every time we're doing this function, I want to have a debug.log of our order in layer, and we can work out where the issue lies. Yeah. Oh, so yes, that is the powers, right? In Slay the Spire, they're little totems. I thought like I still need to try and I still need to constantly tell myself I'm not making Slay the Spire. So that's your deck. This is your mana crystals, and these things here are little totems. So I probably should have actually let the top. This one. Hold on, let me draw some more cards. So this red one here means whenever I create any attackers, which are the red ones, I create. Oh, why is that black? Not sure. Oh yeah. Right. Yeah. So this one means that whenever I create normal attackers, I create more. Yeah. Yes, yeah, exactly. So yeah, this is whenever you recruit attackers, add 3 more. And let's have a look. And this one here is whenever you recruit defenders, you like make a couple of them armored defenders. Yeah, I haven't actually given you a proper sort of showcase yet. So yeah, like so. I've got, but I kind of like the idea of just having like a bunch of sort of powers that you can sort of stack up. So that is a strategy totem. Yeah, this is just you keep your leftmost card at the end of each turn. So archers are pretty useful because they're attacking every turn, and I've got a thing which converts my armoured attackers into archers. So that means even when the enemy hasn't arrived. Let's go get a bit of extra life as well. So I've actually got, so I'm doing damage to it before it has even arrived. So this isn't actually the greatest. Yeah, I can see the life bars clearly going over there, but man, another thing that I need to change. Sorry, let me just for visualization. He has got. There's a little sword with a 15, so that means he's going to attack for 15. We've only got 13, so we want to build up some more defenders. Yeah, like that's a good point. I've been trying to, because I want to try. I like the idea of trying to keep everything on one screen. Because the bit at the top was just essentially like the map or the radar. Actually, we're just going to kill him, aren't we? Yeah. It's kind of like a radar or a map of like how far away like he is, so you know, I can build up my army of a certain size. The only problem is, as much as I feel like this would be quite a good sort of concept, I have done no balancing at all. So I think there's some cards that are clearly better than others. Oh yeah, planning ahead. Yeah. Oh, I haven't even got rid of the original bit of text. I definitely need to fix that. Anyway, yeah, I thought I'd show that to you. Right. So. Oh yes, right. There we go. Right, let's get rid of that one there. Okay, 19. So yeah, they are going up in 2s. So in theory, what if I change this to 4? So, like, I'm trying to get the order in layer, but it occurs to me that each card needs to deal with a few different layers in and of itself. So if you're having several cards in front of others, it's going to get a bit confusing. Oh yeah, cheers. Yes, I have made I think about 4 more monsters, but they're like, that's when I say I have, right? Never get excited. I can actually show you, like, it's more I'm trying to see if I can come up with a... Oh yeah, let's just wait for that to... Right. Yeah, they're not particularly elegant at the moment. So this is the main one. I think. Oh god, this is gonna be embarrassing. Yeah, like I say, I can't draw at the moment, so I just made a few ones. I thought like when it's sort of zoomed out, you're like, oh, maybe it could look okay. But yeah, like anyway, I'm kind of getting slightly embarrassed now as I look at it. I think that really isn't like that. That is not impressive at all. Yeah. Like I don't use. Where are we? We're over here, aren't we? So when it actually comes to speed and health program. Oh yeah, it's like this is a placeholder. It's like I'm hoping at some point, like yeah, I might just have to just get some assets or spend time, because the main reason I've drawn all of that is just because I was thinking like I need to put in different monsters at some point, and it is what I'm going to call myself. I'm going to call it a placeholder. Right. So we've changed all of those to 4. Let's see if this works. If it does, then we're kind of right. So okay, the text is not going over. That is brilliant. The only slight problem is if I hover over this one, then this goes behind everything. Where did I go wrong there? Okay. That's weird. All I can think of... I have no idea why that's the case. Oh yeah. Anyway, I'll come back to that in a bit. Okay, so like our main sort of objectives right now is making it so that, like, because we've got to actually work out the order. The text has got to be in front of everything. The coin and the thing have got to be the next layer down, and then the card art is behind that, and then the card itself is behind that. Yeah, actually, that's a really good idea. Like, I should do that, actually. I think, like, because I can't, yeah. I mean, as much as I actually quite enjoy sort of drawing, it's definitely not the thing that it's not the skill that I was blessed with. Right. Yeah, I've got to work out why that is the case. Right, I'm actually, so, I tell you what, I'm going to, I know this is a bit of an odd thing, I'm probably going to end the stream here, because, like, my general goal, I was going to, yeah, like, I have actually made the cards look a little bit better, but I've realised the actual thing that I'm going to need to do to get the actual cards to be in the correct layer, that is going to be something where I'm just going to have to sit for ages and stare at stuff. Yeah. Yeah, I think actually the actual general concept of the card, the way it actually sort of lays out, it actually kind of looks alright, but like whenever there's actually any artwork that needs doing, I suppose I could just stare at this for a bit longer, try and work out. So let me just... Actually, maybe this will be okay. Maybe let me just give it one more shot. So that's... I'm just looking at this number here, 29. So hopefully this should be going down by 4 each time. So 25, 21. Ah, that one goes straight down to 5. And I have a feeling that the reason that goes down to 5 is because I set it as 5 at a different point. Right, so it'll be over here, won't it? Yeah, it's going to be... So now that we have done that, we can actually have everything exactly how we want it. So The text is going to be 3. The mana coin and the card level is going to be 2. The card art is 1. So hopefully we should actually just have everything the way that it should look like. Let's just give it a shot. Right, and we're hoping the text isn't going to overlap other text. Yeah, okay. Oh, the only slight problem, and which is actually very easily fixed, is I want to make this, when it's highlighted, to be in front of everything. And, like, yeah, but that's very easy to fix. In fact, let's do that now. So, there's actually make card in front. So we can actually just make this number bigger. So let's just go make it say 45, but then try and remember all the other numbers. So that'll be 48, 47, 46. I think that's fine. So that just means that regardless of how many cards we've got, the front card, the one that you hover over, will always be in front of everything else. Let's just give that a little try, see if that works. Yeah, that's better. So that's always going to be in front, and this one, if I select it, is always going to be in front. And it looks like I might have dealt with that problem of it overlapping at the back. Yeah. Oh, sweet. Okay. Right. You know what? Let's do one last little problem solve, and then I'll probably call it there. I'm going to go prefabs. Let's have a look. So enemies, monster stuff. That's what I want. So yes, at the moment, this is how it looked originally. Now that we've got this over here, we actually essentially the only reason I want this up here is I want to have a look at the enemy, like where what happens to the life bar when the enemy arrives. So I'm just going to skip through all of this. And and also a big question is, where should I put the actual attack amount? Because I don't want to drag this too much to the left. What if we had the attack symbol and it was to be somewhere at the top like that? So then you'd clearly know it's got this much life. It's got this attack, and it won't always just do that attack. I need to emphasize that it's going to do some other stuff, but I think that probably makes sense. We also need to, so that generally looks a bit better. Too many totems. Yeah, I think I prefer that. So that's more the hypothetical. I just need to actually do that in. Yeah. And are we actually using this at any point? So I definitely should have paid attention to the numbers. So that can be 0. What if that's 2? And let's go find if we need this at all. Okay. Because the thing which has always frustrated me when it comes to artwork is, like, it hasn't been through lack of trying. I've always thought, oh yeah, if I really do try, I've done like sort of some online courses looking at different like techniques, and it's like it's almost as if fate has just said, no, Pete, just don't bother. Right. just end turn. Sorry, I got slightly carried away. Oh yeah, of course. I like the little heart thing there. So yeah, that's better, because this is going to like change. Like with Slay the Spire, there's going to be different symbols. So it would be like an attack, and then there might be a move that say disintegrates the armor or melts the armor or something. So we still have got this life symbol over here. So we just kind of want to make sure that we get rid of this life symbol completely, because we don't need it anymore. And I want to check that I'm not destroying anything at the same time. All right. So life symbol. Oh, okay. So we don't need that. Don't think we need that. Yeah, okay, yeah, that's fine. This is, again, much, much easier than I thought it was going to be. So we can now just essentially just get rid of all this. I probably actually... Let's go put a green over. Get rid of that. So this is just getting rid of all the stuff connecting connecting us to this symbol here, because we don't need that symbol. We've got a life bar that looks better, I think. So hopefully we can just go kind of do that, and then see what it looks like. See if it's rocking. Okay. Right, nice. Okay. So yeah, I've got that fixed as much as I reasonably want it to be, which is good. I think what we're going to do next episode is we're going to work out a way. We're going to like introduce different monsters, and we're going to find different ideas for different attacks. It's like I want like one of the attacks to sort of like injure one of these barracks, so it means that sometimes when you're creating attackers, some of them just spontaneously explode, like, you know, kind of the equivalent of what they do in Slay the Spire, in that, you know, it lowers the number of attackers that you can create. But I think that's probably what that's what I'm looking to do. When I click on it and then let go, it goes back to white. I think I know why to do that. Why it's done that. But I'm gonna. I'll leave that another. I'll do that another time. Oh damn! Now I want to do that. No, okay, we're gonna do it. Let's go. Let's rock. This won't take long. Don't worry. We're just actually essentially looking for colour.white. So I think this is the point in which it's dragged back. Oh. Okay, alright. I think this has fixed the entire problem. I think literally I just need to do hold on. Card colour. Yeah. Oh man, I was looking for an adventure, but I think we just fixed that problem just in one go, in one fell swoop. Fell swoop. One fell swoop. Yeah. So yeah, it goes back to yeah. Still not 100% perfect, Because one thing which I'm trying to work out is when you sort of drag it, and then you try and drag it again, and it doesn't actually go back to being big. I think that's only if you let go and then try and sort of keep it at the same. Yeah. Okay. I'll worry about that another time. Right. Okay, I actually will call it here. But this has been actually a really, really nice, fun stream, actually. We're going to make the enemies do some more different attacks like during the next stream. It might be Saturday, actually. I think Saturday is when I'll stream again. But yeah, thanks for sticking around. This has been an awful lot of fun. And we're making good progress on my game. And I'll see you guys later. All right. Bye.